On this episode of Beer, Blues, and BS, I'm still on a walkabout. Where am I? I don't know where these guys have left me. I'm in the field somewhere, Bruce. Anyway, will I make it home? We'll find out. But while we're doing that little bit of a walk, we're going to play along with some AI slop. That's right. What happens when I ask AI to create a theme song for the Triple B? Okay, really not much of a theme song, Bruce. It's more of an actual song, and it's interesting. We'll get all of the guys' reactions because it's the first time they've heard them. And along the way, we'll have some laughs, we'll have some brews, and yeah, it's going to be a good time. Yeah, I agree, Bruce. This was a good episode. And why wouldn't it be? Because you're here. And when you're here, you're in a good place. Welcome to the show.
It's Howard Blues and V. Mark Kidder. Work all beverage, porpoises, enjoy time with friends.
Triple B! Well, the Triple B sucks. Okay? Oh, come on.
Whatever, man. This is Beer, Blues, and BS. Online at beerbluesbs.com.
Hello once again, and welcome to this episode of Beer, Blues, and BS, a podcast where one host is still lost and the other is in his basement. I'm the man, the myth, legend, Mark Kiddo. Thanks for being here for this and every episode of Beer, Blues, and BS. Here, joined somewhere, somehow, with the miracle and advent of technology, Howard Blues! Where the hell are you? You are not Carmen Sandiego.
No, she's much better looking, but I'm by the Sky Zone trampoline park. That's where I'm at. They're closed because it's almost 11 o'clock at night. And hey, if you're wondering why I'm out in this whole thing, go back an episode. Check that one out. That, the first 10, 15 minutes, I explained this whole shenanigans. But yeah, I'm out wandering the streets, trying to get some miles in, and I have put my fate of where I end up in the hands of my great co-host and the rest of our guests. And right now, I've been stuck on this intersection for a week now because nobody's giving me a direction. And people are starting to give me looks, man. It's a little weird. So
down on the corner, out in the street. Howard hasn't made us $5 yet. We need another rent to eat. Something like that. We got everybody here once again. So go around the horn real quick. We got Rudeboy Kyle. He's here once again. Local geek. He's hanging out. And from some undisclosed location, we have Big D trolling himself because of what he drank last week. Thanks for being here. It is time to do the thing. So, Howard, do you need a direction first?
Yeah, why don't you get me walking somewhere? Because if you guys choose right, I'm going to be asking this question again in like 2 minutes. So, where are you sending me?
Very odd. Let's go to Rudeboy for the challenge.
Well, you said you're on Ottawa and LaSalle?
Yes.
All right. Go right and then go left.
Right and then left. Okay. I'm heading that way, and while I walk, that brings us to everybody's favorite segment on the show, and it's not Where is Howard? It's What's on Tap. So let's hear what everybody's drinking as I put on some more miles.
Okay. Rudeboy picked, so he gets to go first with his drink pick.
Well, I picked this out of curiosity, and hope it doesn't kill the taste buds or the cat. So this one is from Confluence Brewing Company, called Spear Pressure.
It's a cool looking can.
Spear Pressure, a sour ale with dill pickles. Spear Pressure is based on the label, described as beware of the dill Illuminati, a crisp, cool clique of cucumber conspirators whispering zesty secrets and urging just one thing: drink the pickle beer. Honestly, they don't have to be too persuasive. Just one sip of this bright, briny sour, and you'll be glad you joined the cause. Spear Pressure is tart, punchy, and full of that classic dill pickle character, because we made it with actual dill pickles. It's a boldy, crisp brew that will leave you invigorated and refreshed, and most importantly, one of us. It's a sour ale, 1 pint, 5.1% alcohol by volume. And the label is full of characters surrounding the inconspicuous beer drinker. So, that being me, we'll give it a try. I've not tried a dill pickle beer before, but
We've had a couple good ones on the show so far.
the smell, it reminds me of like just smelling the raw spices. But let me pour it into the glass, the trusty heavy-duty Sakari sushi glass.
Woo! Woo!
And we'll give her a go. Smells a little more mellow out of the glass. And the taste is definitely on point. It tastes better than it smells. So it's got that going for it. Yeah, if you like pickles, I'd say you enjoy it. It's got a good mix of tart and dill pickle taste. Yeah, it makes me wonder how good it would mix with a Bloody Mary if you just a splash on top and mix it in. But yeah, as a pickle enjoyer myself,
Lazy Cooley likes the pickle. Spicy pickle.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you chug because the sour. It's a complimentary taste, but it's I'd say if you're running along the trail or riding a bike and you happen upon a bar that carries one of these cans, this will give you the essence of feeling more hydrated, as pickle juice is well known for. But yeah, it's refreshing. Definitely not something you chug, but I'd say something that goes good with an appetizer. So,
speaking of appetizers,
very
I'm just
tasty.
curious. Have you tried out Bubby's Barbecue?
Bubby's
Barbecue. It's over in Pleasant Hill.
I have not.
Just wondering. The food looks pretty good, but it also kind of looks like one of those places where you get the plate and it's $32.50.
Yeah, it's that seems to be the theme of barbecue places.
The new barbecue place is delicious. You get one piece of toast, one
I'll add it
bone
to the
rib,
list
one
to
slice of
try
brisket,
out. But
$85.
there's a burger joint that we tried recently that I'll have to do some more presentation on another episode because their name and their marketing shares a lot in common with our podcast.
It's a bunch of BS is what it is.
Yeah, so that's your clue. So we'll probably feature that on the next one if we can. It's it was enjoyable. I mean, the regular burger prices in the range of $14 to $16 for a burger and a side, but a good selection of let's see, they got shakes, like specialty shakes is their kind of their dessert menu. So, but we'll feature that in another one. I'll bring all the merch and the pictures that I took. I took 2 pictures. Well, I'll prepare that for the next time I'm on the show. So
I just
Howard is
hopping in. Well, since I'm walking past this landmark, I thought I'd show it off. But look, the former home of the Bismarck Distillery, and Brewing Company. The guys that made Tractor Beer, the one that we officially had on last year's IPA Appreciation Month. And, we were probably responsible for killing with our review of that beer. Also, you guys have put me out in like the middle of like a ditch walking. There's no sidewalk here. I'm going to cut over into the Tractor Supply Company parking lot.
good.
Anyway.
Okay. Now that Howard was looking for sympathy and we shot that down, let's get together in a symphony of sympathy haters. Let's go over to Big D to see what energy drink he has switched to now.
Energy drink indeed. And I'm happy to share this with the Frodo Baggins and Samwise Gamgees of internet podcasting while Howard is clearly looking for Mordor. Ghost, tropical mango. I'm wary about mango stuff, mango flavor, unless it's the actual mango, but let's see how this goes.
It's about like the mango beer I had last week.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Howard's asking where did that mango? He saw a couple blocks back.
It's actually, this works. This is a little sweeter than I'd care for. I'll give it a 3.8.
Not a bad.
Peter made the because the comment was made about Mordor. I found more chair than Approach Furniture Row.
That place has an incredibly orange roof, according to Google Satellite View.
Yeah. But hey, I've come to another street, so anybody want to send me like maybe left? Maybe possibly left.
Are we going
Well,
left?
you haven't
chosen
yet, so we were going to send you to IHOP across the street.
Oh, IHOP is, yes, right over there. So
Do you need a snack, Howard?
Yeah.
No,
Perhaps
no,
a
I
pancake.
just I'm good.
Hold it.
All right,
You gotta
heading
send
left,
you home.
following that car.
Yeah, I neglected to give the pickle beer rating. If you like and enjoy dill pickles, a 3.9. If you don't like pickles, don't touch it.
That's a pretty big deal.
Well, it's a very dividing issue in our house because I myself and my son are the only people that consume pickles the most. And my wife does not enjoy pickles at all. So she did give a can a sniff earlier when I tried the can earlier this evening, just to give it a fresh, clean taste before we started the show. She's like, "Nope." That was,
I'm not a big pickle fan, but I did enjoy the pickle beers that we've had on the show.
Yeah, this is the smell is almost like you are smelling raw seasonings, and it only gives you half the palate. But when you taste it, you understand where the smell's coming from in terms of spices and, I guess, marinating of the beer with dill pickles. So it's just decent. I don't have much to compare it to in terms of dill pickle beer, but in terms of a sour dill pickle beer, gets the job done. How them Triscuits there, Mark?
Half
A little
gone.
little bit of ASMR for you.
Yeah. Let's see. Local Geek, you're looking for something to drink.
Yeah, I am. As you know, about a month or so ago, I was out in the Wisconsin direction, so I picked myself up some spotted cow. Got to do that when you're in Wisconsin. So I know this has been had on the show before, so don't need to read the whole can, but definitely a well-reviewed beer and a very tasty beer. And as expected, it is a quite tasty beer. It's a good 4.5 out of 5.
Howard, was that a doggy door on the fence that you were trying to peek through, or?
Yeah, it's a little doggy window on the corner of that fence. All right, I can head left or right on Calvert.
How trolly are we feeling? I wonder. Yeah, I'll be nice to you. Let's go left.
Yeah. You're going to have another choice here soon because Niagara is right at the bottom of this hill.
And then go left there too. Although had I sent you right, you would have basically done another very brief circle. So whatever. Yeah. So last week I was recounting the base-to-base walk on Guam, where we did 21 miles. I don't recall if I recounted the Norwegian Foot marches that I did last year on the show. Did I? I don't remember.
Anyone for shrooms? Anyone? No.
Shrooms?
I'm not
I
into
don't
that
think I did.
free range life. I'm sorry, Howard.
So we did. There's a sanctioned event called the Norwegian Foot March, where it's all coordinated through the Norwegian embassy, depending on where you are, where you walk or run if you're feeling masochistic. It's 18.6 miles, I think it boils down to. It's 30 kilometers with 11 pounds of bullshit on your back, or 11 kilos of bullshit on your back in the form of a ruck with other. And you have age bracketed time limits. So being 39 or 40, it falls in the same brackets like 37 to 42. I got to complete it. I had to complete it in 4 hours and 35 minutes in order to qualify. I tried it twice. I signed up for 2 in the month of May 2024. Gave it a go the first time, and I had to tap out the last like 2.5 kilometers because my calves locked up. Every step I took was maybe like a centimeter in progression. I'm like, I'm done. But that was my own damn fault because I did not have the amount of like snacks, energy bars, whatever that I needed. And gave it another shot 2 weeks later, a little bit more prepared, finished in 4 hours 14. Thank God the entire thing was flat, because hills, especially that later stages of the march, would have been horrendous. But yeah, the only way to maybe not the only way, but found one of the biggest ways that I was able to get through that was the route had street lamps or trees or whatever pretty regularly the entire way. So I would kind of light jog. Not by no means did I run, but a little bit of a jog for 1 or 2, then walked 1 or 2. Just kind of took it chunks at a time. And yeah, did it. You get a little swag, little thing you get to wear. There's the Nijmegen up in the Netherlands. It's like a 4-day event, like 25K per day over 4 days. I'm going to give that a shot because I will actually be back there next summer. Back in Germany is like 3-hour drive from where I live. I'm going to give that a shot because I'm masochistic in that regard.
Where are you at, Howard?
I'm at what looks to be Canada Avenue and Niagara Drive. And so
You must be in a rush.
left.
Keep going on Canada.
Keep going on Canada. So
It'd be a turn on to Canada.
So right on Canada. Please don't tell me left on Canada, because I mean, Sky Zone is right there. That building is split up. Walked a big circle. So this way. Yes.
Straight on Canada.
Okay. We'll go that way.
At least we can find Canada.
So Howard, if all this walking is becoming a thing for you, you just fly on out. Let's do the Nijmegen together. Huh?
Big D, here's the thing. I had originally, when I had planned to do this, usually by the time you do like the 3K, the 5K, the 10K, and the half marathon, like I'm in pretty good walking shape. Doing 10 miles a day every day for the last 9 days, this has kicked my butt pretty hard, because it's not like I'm in like the best shape, but also like to just give you an idea of just how like not prepared I am. I am wearing simply like Hey Dude tennis shoes, like not even. I tried to wear my. I may have found some insoles and an old pair of slippers from my teaching days and slid those in there. The first day of it, I had some New Balance tennis shoes, and I ended up with blisters on both feet from them. And so this has been the only way I've been able to kind of continue. So this has been quite the, like, from no training, just all of a sudden 10 miles a day for every day. It's been a pretty good butt kicker. So, but on the bright side, I'm like down 5 pounds. So, some benefits to this. But
cool. Yeah. I definitely thought you were going to respond with, "Hey, Big D, that sounds like fun, but go yourself."
Listen, after having to edit the last like 4 or 5 episodes of this show with all the swearing and keeping tally on the swear jar, really not motivated to swear much. I got to be a lot. There's some dog that's not happy with me.
Well, puppy.
Yeah. Kidder, I may have done something here a couple days ago.
Forgot what I had to drink.
No. I thought it might be fun to play a little bit with AI. And so I may have asked Google Gemini to write a theme song. Actually, just a song based on the Triple B. I then used a different AI to take and set it to music and actually have a singer sing it. So, hey, in the shared graphics drive folder of our business Google Drive, there's some musical selections in there that can be shared as we once again come to an intersection where I can continue on Canada, or I could head up Madison. No, is this Madison? I'm not sure what street this is.
Madison to the left or Superior to the right.
Yes. So, any choice? Left and center?
Sounds like
right.
There should be a Joker around there.
Go right on Superior and then left on Calvert.
Okay. I can do that. So Kidder,
Smells
yes,
like
if you'd like to play
roasted
that. Oh, you're drinking the reward
More.
beer.
Yes. It's very, very s'moresy. Chocolatey. Mm-hmm. A little marshmallowy. 8.2%. Give it a 3.1.
I'm excited to try that one. Anyway, so I didn't know if you wanted to use those on the show, play them, share them with the rest of our good hosts. I'll leave that up to you since you're in control of the command center and I'm not.
Theme song
if you
options.
Yeah, and I'd say play 2 and 4. The software I used would give you 2 options, and 2 and 4 kind of came out the best, but they're different lyrics in those.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are presenting and it's time for What's This Song?
What is that song? Because I hear nothing.
It's not
I wonder if Peter missed. No, I think you missed hitting these play. I think you have to hit the play tab or window audio.
Yeah, it's got an option for me to unmute the presentation, but it says I can't unmute someone else's presentation.
Oh, look, I can annotate. I can draw a sticker. You can't turn on the mic here.
Well, this might have been a big fail. I'm sorry.
Well, that sounded
Here,
great.
I thought it was. Yeah. You guys would have gotten a kick out of it.
Hey, Gemini's taking notes, so this will be a great noteworthy moment. Yes. What else do we have? Let others annotate. Yeah, sure. Everybody can annotate. You can annotate. I can annotate. Everybody can annotate. But can I present? Hell no.
Well, maybe I'll have to add it in at the end of the show.
Or right here.
I guess I'll have to just react like you just heard something great.
Whoa. Blew me away.
No way. I never knew AI was so capable.
Are those Christmas lights in September?
Well, I mean, they're purple, Big D. Clearly, they are Halloween lights.
Okay. Oh, well, I'll allow it.
As long as we don't see Big D's jingle bells through his kilt.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm coming up on Normandy.
Okay, I'm going to try something different here.
Well, can I try something different? Somebody give me a direction.
You're coming off of Superior?
Calvert. I'm at Calvert in Normandy.
How'd you take the left?
What a jerk.
Wow.
Did I go the wrong way?
I don't know. I don't know who Big D is trolling. If he's telling me it's just so I get all worked up about where you sent me, or if he's saying that just to mess up that you sent me.
I'm trying to send you back to where you started from, but I think I might be lost on where you've been.
I got an idea. I've been tracking it.
You know what Howard needs? A little Cotton Eye Joe. Because then he knows where he came from and trying to figure out where he went, where he's going to go.
If you're willing to, hop off the sidewalk eventually at the end of Normandy there, then you're probably fine. But what I'm looking at is a very decided break in Normandy.
Oh, you mean the end of the road down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the road closed sign.
If you keep just going straight, then you'll run back into LaSalle. Just through the grass.
Yeah, that's the direction I was trying to send him, was back towards LaSalle.
Okay.
And with that astute direction, listen to this.
There you go.
That feeling like it's gonna be a long, long day. Fired up my phone, put my headphones on my head. Needed something to get me out of this here bed. Heard that familiar sound, Mark and Howard on the mic talking about anything and everything from morning until night. Got the beer, blues, and BS. Got the triple B, yeah, it's what I need. Got the beer, blues, and BS. From the deep, dark south to the high, windy seas. Got that talking and that rhythm, just what I need. Got that beer, blues, and BS. What's on tap? They're pouring up a glass and telling you the truth. From the smooth, cold lager to the hazy IPA, yeah, it's the proof. Got the geek, got the gunslinger, got the rude boy in the room. And the whole crew's here, yeah, the whole crew's here. Doc, Big D, and Brother Nico lending an ear. From the Avs on the ice to the Wild in the night. Got the UWE and AW getting in a fight. The beer, blues, and BS. Got the triple B, yeah, it's what I need. Got the beer, blues, and BS. From the deep, dark south to the high, windy seas. Got that talking and that rhythm, just what I need. Got that beer, blues, and BS.
Well, it's in this guitar solo. I feel like I need to say this is something that you would hear on cable access.
Yeah, wait till you try option 4.
You continuing down Normandy there, Howard?
Yeah. Coming up on LaSalle. I have a feeling you guys are going to send me to the right, so I'm going that way.
They're dropping those dad jokes, making us all groan and smile. And Howard's been up all night, walking that extra mile.
He's been walking that extra mile, all right.
They're giving their cheese plugs and sharing what they've learned. From Halo
Wait, there's learning happening here?
to GTA, every page has been turned.
I think that's calling for us to quit.
Got the beer, blues, and BS. Got the triple B, it's what I need. Got the beer, blues, and BS. From the deep, dark south to the high, windy seas. Got that talking and that rhythm, just what I need. Got that beer, blues, and BS.
Well, that was 3 minutes and 36 seconds too long.
Brutal.
Who's bringing the high windy seas?
How high are they? About 32 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's option 1 or 2. So now that you have not had a chance to digest that or throw it up, here's option 4.
I push my fingers into my eyes.
Monday morning blues got me feeling low and slow, but I hit that play button, got a place to go. Hear that familiar banter, yeah, the crew is all in place. Mark and Howard, a smile on my face. Got Doc, Big D, and Brother Nico joining in the fight. Gonna chase away the darkness, shine a little triple B, yeah, that's the sound. Best damn podcast that you'll ever find around. With the hot takes they're dropping and the stories they relay. They're talking about the truth that chase the blues away. What's on tap? That's the question they're asking tonight. From a hazy IPA to a Muller fuel bite.
Wow, that's terrible.
Gunslinger got the rude boy standing tall. Ready to talk about anything. Ready for.
Did they have picked the worst drinks we've ever had on the show?
Yes, they did.
They just substituted red stripe.
They're dropping knowledge on the things I listen for each week. It's the beer, blues, and BS, the triple B, yeah, that's the sound. Best damn podcast that you'll ever find around.
Here's your Christmas lights, Big D.
Yeah. Looks like you got a few houses in a row with the same ones.
Just a couple of good guys hanging out with you. It's the beer, blues, and BS, the triple B, yeah, that's the sound. Best damn podcast that you'll ever find around.
And yes, okay. Sorry, you've hit your 4 minutes. I'm done.
Yes, that's it. Okay. Well, I would definitely choose that one over the other one.
Yeah, I like the Stevie Ray Vaughan, Kenny Wayne Shepherd vibe.
Yeah, I will say, because Kidder can see the folder. There's an option 1 and an option 3 if you wondered. But neither of those, like, they're the same lyrics as 2 and 4, but like option 1 is very country. I'm like, nah, we're not really country. And then option 3 is just this. But it's the same lyrics as option 4. It's just a little different musical tone to it.
Feeling low and slow, but I hit that play button. Got a place to go. Hear that familiar banter. Yeah, the crew is all in place. Mark and Howard, a smile on my face. Got Doc, Big D, and Brother Nico joining in the fight.
I don't know who we're fighting.
Gonna chase away the darkness.
It's like, yeah, that's
the critics.
Super country.
The triple B, yeah, that's the sound.
Is that Onyx you're coming up on there, Howard?
Yes. Yep, I'm almost back to Washington. Unless you guys send me up Onyx. Or down Onyx.
Well, if you go down Onyx, it turns into Helsinki.
Ah. Which way are you sending me?
That's the question they're asking.
I'm good with sending you over to Washington because it doesn't look like any of those link up with Washington. So
Yeah. To a Malert fuel fight.
Yeah, at some point Howard does have to get home and get to bed. So
Got the gunslinger, got the rude boy standing tall.
My favorite part of this version is that there's a shot coming up at the Minnesota Wild. I don't know if Kidder caught it in option 4, but
I did.
Wild winning a big one to the Wild's losing streak. They're dropping knowledge on the things I listen for each week. It's the beer, blues, and BS, the triple B, yeah, that's the sound. Best damn podcast that you'll ever find around. With the hot takes they're dropping and the stories they relay, they're talking about the truth to chase the blues away. Yeah, they're dropping those dad jokes, making us groan with glee. And Howard's been up all night, plain as you can see.
clearly I complain about being tired on the show way too much.
Yeah.
What they've learned from Halo to GTA. Every page has been turned. They're keeping it real. They're keeping it true. Just a couple of good guys hanging out with you. It's the beer, blues, and BS. The triple B, yeah, that's the sound. Best damn podcast that you'll ever find around. With the hot takes they're dropping and the stories they relay, they're talking about the truth to chase the blues away.
And there's your time. And because we did it, here's one more.
Which way am I going? South on Washington, across Washington, north on Washington.
Woke up this morning, sun ain't shining through the gray. Got that feeling like it's gone.
I made the last choice, so somebody else gets this one.
Where are you at now?
Fired up my
I'm at
Washington.
phones on my head. Needed something to get me out of this here bed. Heard that familiar sound, Mark and Howard on the mic, talking about anything and everything from morning until night.
Go straight on LaSalle.
Beer, blues, and BS.
Straight on LaSalle? Yeah.
Got the triple B, yeah, it's what I need. Got the beer, blues, and BS.
You're at about 4 miles, Howard.
Deep dark south to the high
Okay.
windy seas. Got that talking in that rhythm, just what I need. Got that beer, blues, and BS.
Should mean I need about a mile left.
What's on tap? They're pouring up a glass and telling you the truth. From the smooth cold lager to the hazy IPA, yeah, it's the proof. Got the geek, got the gunslinger, got the rude boy in the room. And the whole
Farmland, anybody?
crew's here, yeah, the whole crew's here. Doc, Big D, and Brother Nico lending an ear. From the Avs on the ice to the Wild in the night. Got the WWE and AEW getting in a fight. Got the beer, blues, and BS. Got the triple B, yeah, it's what I need. Got the beer, blues, and BS. From the deep dark south to the high windy seas. Got that talking and that rhythm, just what I need. Got that beer, blues, and BS.
think that's a reference to Final Thoughts. Is my thought.
Every page has been turned. Got the beer blues and BS. Got the triple B, yeah, it's what I need. Got the beer blues and BS. From the deep dark south to the high windy seas. Got that talking and that rhythm, just what I need. Got that beer blues and BS.
The interesting thing with all this like AI music, and part of the reason I wanted to experiment with it, I don't know if you guys saw there was a news story about a band that didn't actually exist. Like somebody used AI to create pictures of the band and they made fake profiles, but they actually, I forget what absurd number of streams they got on a fake album where they made music like this. It's just interesting because, yeah, it's me, and I'm sure you guys will share your opinion. I didn't think these songs were like spectacular by any means, but that was an interesting experiment to see what would happen.
It sounded like anything on either top 40 or country radio.
Yeah, it felt, well, these certain parts of each clip felt like they were pandering to what you would love to hear played when you're a few drinks deep at the local bar. So it was enjoyable. It was fun to listen to. I like the last one.
Yeah,
I like the more bluesy type feel more than the country feel, I guess.
Yeah, they're interesting. As I said, it was an interesting experiment, but I did think it was interesting. As I said, I've said interesting like 3 or 4 times. You can tell I'm getting tired as I.
How interesting is it, Howard?
Apparently very interesting, like 4 times interesting. You know, it's interesting that I keep saying interesting. At some point, you know, I should just pick up a thesaurus so I can find another word for interesting.
Fascinating.
But,
I gotcha.
but I'm going to turn here because this leads to a dead end, and I don't really want to walk through these sprinklers. So,
Where you at?
I don't know. Durango and LaSalle.
Okay.
You gotta go under angle, southbound.
Yeah. I actually was up in this area a couple nights ago.
That's where I had you planned already for my drawings that I've got. When you get to Medora, you'll be at about 4.5 miles.
Yeah, I was able to actually kind of peek at my my little tracking app kind of once I had crossed Washington, and I'm at about 9.1 miles so far today.
Nice.
So closing in on my goal, but it is still quite a ways between here and my whole house. So, but I should have no problem making 10.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. I saw it. He did it. He did the thing.
I did. I mean, it's almost midnight. But I'm like in the middle of nowhere. There's nobody around.
Waiting for Bismarck PD to come roll it up on him. So who wants to call him in? There's this suspicious guy walking on the sidewalk. He's talking to himself.
That camo guy on southbound on Durango.
I thought he had a gun on him. Oh man.
I think you'd be answering to my wife about why I was arrested.
You don't have anything. What are you going to get arrested for?
I don't know.
This guy. That's that Howard Blues son of a put his ass in jail. Let's go. Back in the car.
I mean, knowing my luck, that's what would happen.
So Howard, if you were to put a different spin on those tunes that the AI generated, if you were to take a certain band's influence and say throw that that theme to it? How would you do those songs differently if you had the chance?
I could have played around a little bit more with what I gave it for inspiration. I kind of stuck to what they had for like presets. So the program that I used, you could insert your lyrics, which I used Gemini to produce, and then I got to choose like the mood. I got to choose the genre, and then I could choose whether it was a male or a female voice, or like, you could do some other ones like children's choir, which I thought that would have been creepy.
That doesn't begin to describe it, my friend.
Sorry, I just crossed driftwood. I didn't ask you guys if I should turn on driftwood. I'm just.
Oh, he's breaking the rules.
Well, I'll stop. So I can either continue this
backwards. Backwards, one block, one penalty block.
I mean, you can send me left or right. That would probably do just the same.
You're splitting the difference at this point. If we're heading back to where you started,
decisions.
Keep going on Durango there.
Okay, I'll stick to Durango. So yeah, I didn't play around to see like what would happen if I would have put like in the style of this band or that band. I probably could. This was just
if you had to choose from, let's say, your top 3 bands, if you were to throw a theme to for the show. If you had to pick 1 or 2 or 3,
so I would have aimed for things that, and probably just because of the nostalgia of it, like I would have probably chosen things like Sam and Dave, stuff that puts us kind of in that Blues Brothers sort of feel.
Okay.
Because that's kind of where I tend to play it. I like kind of that energetic blues for the show because, again, if I was actually going to do this, and I thought about it later, it's like I should maybe see if I can get it to write like a shorter, quicker, like intro theme.
Yeah.
But I'd want it to be something that we could play kind of at the beginning, of a show and get people hyped up for it. So.
What about you, Mark?
Yeah, choice.
Well, you're talking about needing some hype at the beginning of the show. You got to get something amped up, yeah. And then put that at the end as you're like holding on for that last tasty morsel of the episode.
Yeah. Hey, kidder. Did you see which street I have the option of going down here?
It better not be a roundabout.
Yeah.
Sherry.
That's where Howard's grave is going to be.
So I can either head that way down Cherry Brook or I can continue on Durango towards the water tower.
Get western and keep going Durango.
Okay.
Because that Cherry. Listen, you brought it up, so you get the right there. The bomb you got to take out.
I was just kind of hoping that you would go that way and send me, because this is closer to home. Cherry Brook takes me further.
Nope. Yeah, you brought it up, so you played the cards, and you got it dealt wrong, brother.
I mean, you say that, but I'm heading in the right direction.
I told you, we can change that.
I mean, you could. There's another street coming up. I think it's Medora.
Hey, you like going to Medora?
Started on this whole process.
Yeah, I mean, I am right now coming up on the backside of Horizon, so we're just about to where I started this. So,
No, Kidder, I would love to see you navigate the Magic Roundabout.
No, there's going to be a Tuscan tornado coming out of that some in no time.
Do you know what I'm referencing when I'm talking about the Magic Roundabout?
I mean, it's really hard to say.
I'll show you. It's in England.
Is this the 8
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
No, that roundabout is in Paris. I'm sure show my screen anyway. Cool. This thing.
Why does it say Red Tube, and a few other.
You got me. Yeah. I'm lonely out here.
Big D loves the D.com.
A subsidiary of the Big D Business Center Enterprises.
Yeah.
So
A lot happens in that room.
So the Magic Roundabout.
Page, you wash your hands. You turn the page, you wash your hands.
This is in Swindon, England. It was about an hour away from where I lived when I was stationed up there. But we got 5 little itty bitty roundabouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 around a larger roundabout in the opposite direction. I have driven through this. Not one of the smarter decisions I have ever done, because that was my blood pressure went through the roof.
You just wanted to make a right turn, didn't you?
I don't remember. We were following Google Maps, but yeah, that was an ordeal. Oddly enough, nobody has ever died in a
right.
Take a right?
Yeah.
I'll just cross on the street first.
Oh, I didn't say it across the street, you bastard.
There have been no traffic fatalities in there, but that's just because you can't go fast enough to cause.
I want to go to England to disprove that. I will take it. I will take a hit for the team. Okay.
We went the summer of 2019 to Paris and Great Britain, and we rented a car from the Heathrow Airport just to drive around, and mainly to drive out to Stonehenge. So we just rented the car for the day, and after that we decided to drive around the countryside and taking highways left and right. Just came around highway exit to take us to where we wanted to go, and it involved a roundabout, and they're ruthless. It's something that if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get honked at, and driving on the right side of the car is something different. So I kissed a couple curbs, but it was something brand new, and I'd say it does get you where you want to go a little faster, but it's all a matter of where you grow up and what you're used to, and you get thrown on the other side of the car. And I would say that in England they're very. We know passing on the left in America, they pass on the right, so they will stack up behind you if you are slow and fast. So there's no passing on the left. It's like, from my experience.
But you did describe the reason why. You did describe the reason why Mrs. D and I named our first car over there Kirby. Just trying to figure out how to.
Yeah.
Well, gents.
Yeah.
I'm no closer to home. Kidder sent me off in an interesting direction, but and I haven't set a time or anything like that. But I believe I'm safe to say the phrase of Kidder. We've been talking for quite a while. I think it's about time that we wrap this show up. With some cheap plugs, some final thoughts. Howard maybe eventually getting home.
What did we learn?
That's what we got to start out with. Yeah. So beerbluesbs.com, Facebook, Instagram. Send us your money, please. We need the help. We need all the help we can get at streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. It's in the show notes if you're listening to this. If you're watching, it's right here in the bottom of the screen. Streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. For as little as $1 a month, you can help quench the thirst of a thirsty podcast host. Very parched over here. All of us very, 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 very parched. Very parched. It's hot overseas. Parched. Also, Facebook, Instagram, like it, share it. We're on YouTube for the video version. Again, if you're watching this, and if you are watching this, like us in all the audio places, everywhere that you can get a podcast. That's where we are located. So go join us right there and just click the sub button. It helps us get to all of the people as Darth Howard continues his march down the side of the road. Final thoughts. We're saving Howard for last. Let's see who went first. Big D, you got final thoughts for us?
Just dovetailing off of the British traffic and British driving conversation. Thank God the pedals in the car are the same as what we're used to. Gas on the right, brake in the middle, clutch on the left. Because otherwise I might not have survived. And yeah, that's all I got. Cherries.
Great. All right, local geek, save us from this.
Save you. I didn't know that was in my job description.
Yep.
He's getting paid.
Yes, now.
If you're going to join a podcast, make sure your headphones are charged up. And if you're going to go for a walk on one, maybe you might want to set some parameters. Otherwise, you may end up hopping.
Hey-o.
That's all I got.
I was waiting something for to hear from the Peanut Gallery as he makes his approach to another intersection with a sidewalk, and no sidewalk.
I mean, road closed, further from home, closer to home.
Right.
He's going to turn around and be like, wait, straight, right?
I'm done with this show.
Street that I just walked on?
Yep, this is going to be a big U.
An FU. Speaking of giving the FU, Rude Boy, you got some final thoughts for us?
Oh, boy. Well, you put me on the spot there. But, yeah. Just scrolling through after listening to those wonderful tunes for Beard Blues and BS theme song. I don't know, just it's amazing how technology's come a long way, and that if you could take those lyrics and not hit the road close sign, bam. But I don't know. I was looking through it and just thinking of how to, like Mark said, give it a little intro energy, maybe a little Volbeat action. I don't know, just thinking out loud. But we'll seal the deal and boogie. It's been awesome to be back on these on the show this week, and I got to do it more often. So thank you guys, been awesome, and thanks for the walk, Howard.
Yeah, been interesting, that's for sure.
Okay, speaking of interesting, it's time for some interesting final thoughts from Howard, who appears to be walking straight into the darkness.
Here, we'll even flip it around.
And Sterling is giving something to business.
So, I'm going to share this. I have an acquaintance, somebody who used to be a friend, but I haven't talked to him for years. But recently, they posted on Facebook how their 15-year-old son was riding his bicycle and got hit by a truck, and the truck drove off. And this acquaintance of mine didn't call the police, didn't take the kid to the hospital, and she's one of those kind of crunchy parents who's like, well, no, we'll heal him with good nutrition and such. And when confronted by others who said, hey, you should have called the police, file a police report, said, there's not enough evidence to figure out who this was. So that sparked this final thought of, when you end up in a situation like that, do the right thing. I understand people have their beliefs, but if your kid gets hit with a bicycle, while riding their bike and the person drives off, still call in, report it in. Police have amazing ways of investigating and tracking this stuff down, and making sure that the person who did it learns a lesson. So do that. I understand people have different values and beliefs, but the whole not taking your kid to get checked out to see if he had broken ribs or a head injury or anything like that. Luckily he was wearing a helmet, but take care of your kids. They are the most precious thing in the world, and you should always try and do what's best for them. So there's a final thought. I know that's a little preachy, but I've been walking for a lot, and that one was on my mind. So with that, back to you, Kidder.
It's for the kids. All right. Well, I suppose it's about that time, so we should probably get on out of here and do this thing next week. So for Big D, for Rudeboy Kyle, for Local Geek, and for the Wanderer himself, Howard Blues, I'm still Mark Kidder. Thank you for being here for this and every episode of Beer, Blues, and BS. Remember to keep your glass at least half full. There's free beer tomorrow, and we will see you on down that foggy, somewhat tree-filled Tuscan Highway. Have a good one. See you on the next episode of Beer, Blues, BS.
You have been listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and BS. If you enjoyed the show, help others find out about it by rating the show or leaving a review at your podcast listening service of choice. Thanks for listening, and may your glass never be empty. UA Productions presents A Glimpse Behind the Curtain.
All right, so you want to talk about the energy drinks? The brand is called Lucky Energy Drinks. I ordered a case on Amazon, and it was during the winter, but half of the case arrived frozen and exploded. So thankfully, I got my money back. I salvaged the ones that were left and tried them. It was almost as bad as drinking an IPA. It tasted like there was IPA in these energy drinks. It tasted so bad. I had to look at the can 3 times to make sure that they weren't actually alcohol because I was drinking them on duty. But they were disgusting. And I just had another ad pop up for them. I'm like, those people should be out of business. I'm sorry.
You sure it wasn't what was the Celsius that had the miscanned cans that had the seltzer? Right?
Yes,
seltzers.
That whole fiasco happened while we were out in Wisconsin while my wife was there for a Pepsi training, and Pepsi owns Celsius.
Oopsies.
All right. 2 shows down. I'm still
More
about like
importantly,
half a
I'm
mile
not
from home.
IPAs.
Kudos. I'm looking forward to the s'mores beer that Kidder had. Like, definitely gonna drink that next week.
Sounds tasty.
I could have gone for probably just like a sample of it because I still have a third left. I'm like, it's a bit much.
It is like an 8.2%er.
Mm-hmm.
Is it rich and sweet?
Oh, it's It's thick.
I figured you'd appreciate it instead of the reward beer from last year, which was the Distill Sour Pickle beer. If
I
you
think
recall.
I enjoyed that beer more.
Oh,
That one was pretty good, I thought. I didn't like it, I don't think, as well as the regular pickle beer, which surprised me.
yeah. Oh,
I'll have to see if I can take this label off the can and get a picture of it. It is entertaining. See the caricatures. Focus on the can, please. There you go.
Kidder, we ended just in time. I'm going to eventually be hitting that roundabout you had me miss at the beginning of the show.
You're on your own. I hope the phone
That's okay.
dies.
I'm kind of glad that we're done because I'm ready. My socks are all soaked from when I had to walk through that field by IHOP. So that's made this walk a little bit more miserable the last half.
We got some pancakes.
Yeah, it's all right.
I could have sent you across the old highway and byway and pick up a split decision or breakfast sampler.
Again, I have no wallet. I have no way to pay for anything. I was not expecting to end up at like IHOP or a bar. That was.
I have the app. It's fine.
Ordered for Howard.
Because all I would have had to do, order some pickup for Howard, and then he could have had some tasty pancakes on the way. But no, he didn't want to go to IHOP. So, well.
Well, you didn't say this until I'm all the way away from it. I mean, that could have been an interesting,
You didn't
title
ask.
for an episode. Forcing Howard to eat pancakes,
Just for that, I wouldn't have got your pancakes. I would have got something else.
A ham and
Howard
cheese
eats
omelet.
Howard eats a quesadilla in the middle of the road. This is great content.
This steak bites are pretty tasty.
I tried.
Enter Bismarck PD. Well, you eating a quesadillas in the middle of the road.
I'm not
It's okay.
enough for this. How much
I'm
drink
filming
you
it.
had? I don't know. Stop resisting! Taser.
It's okay. I'm just a podcast host. This is content.
We should have just shot him. There's another idiot on the internet.